Hey everyone, Peter here from Bops and Bangers. Welcome to the first episode of our new podcast, The Soundbite. If you have been following us for a long time, you know that we used to have the Bops and Bangers podcast, which actually lasted for about 4 years, but it was so much work putting together a 1 hour podcast every week, so many hours editing, coming up with the ideas, coming up with the topics that we would talk about, the interviews we did. But now there's a new podcast for Bops and Bangers that I'm very excited about. The Soundbite, of course, it's in the name. It's a bite-sized version of the podcast. It's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes long, once a week, every week, where I will hopefully get to talk to someone, whether it be like today on the first episode, one of my favorite pop culture content creators, or if it's an artist or anyone that wants to talk about music with me, I will have them on and we'll talk about anything that's going on in the world of pop music. For example, today I have a very cool guest where we're going to talk about everything that's going to happen this Sunday at the Grammy Awards. So, again, thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe. Please leave feedback. I want to hear anything and everything about this podcast. What can we make better? What can we do better? And I hope you enjoy it. And we'll be right back with the first episode of The Soundbite. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Soundbite. Of course, music's biggest night is happening this Sunday, and here to talk all things Grammys with me is one of my favorite content creators. If you ever want to get the latest on pop culture and get it from someone that truly tells it to you like a friend would, I would highly recommend you follow my guest today. He has over 217,000 followers on TikTok, and he will keep you up to date with not only music, but also movies, TV, anything celebrity or entertainment, anything celebrity and entertainment. Holden Smith, welcome to the Soundbite.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to do this and talk about the Grammys and everything that's to come on Sunday.
Awesome, me too. Let's get into it. But before we talk about the Grammys, I do have to ask you because I'm always fascinated and I love talking to other people that make content online. Can you tell us a little bit more about how you got into content creation, why pop culture, all of that?
Yeah, for sure. So it all started in 2020. During COVID, I was just like really bored at home. I was in my house and just started posting about pop culture. It's something that I've always loved, but I think as I started to do it longer, I started to realize that like there's actually an audience there. I first started by just like screening tweets behind me to a trending audio, and it was like internet drama stuff. And that wasn't what I wanted to do all the time. And so I started to talk about things that were like also interests of mine, like reality television, like movies, like music, things that was already consuming in my life. So over time, it kind of evolved to me kind of doing this breaking news style video where I'll talk to the camera and explain what's going on in pop culture. I try to keep it very positive for the most part and also try to infuse my personality into it. So that's kind of where it's evolved to now, and I love it. So
Was there like a like a moment or maybe a video where you were like, "Oh, this is getting serious"? Because you built a pretty huge audience on TikTok, especially. Like, was there ever a time where you were like, "Okay, there's something here. Like, pop culture updates are my thing."
I think when I started to talk in my videos is when I realized that there was a difference, and I think that kind of has something to say about the landscape of creating content on the internet. Before, I was not really showing my personality. And so I wasn't really creating it or gaining an audience and retaining people. And a couple of years ago, I was like, let me just chat because I talk pop culture with my friends all the time. And
Right.
I was already posting on TikTok anyway. So I was like, let me just try these talking videos. And once I started to do that, is when I realized that there was something there more than just a typical reporting vibe. It was being able to connect with people and actually open dialogue in the comments. And it wasn't a video in particular. I think the idea of me talking in my videos was kind of the catalyst for me to really go full force into it and start posting a lot more and doing more of like the pop culture update thing.
No, sorry. No, every time I get on TikTok, there's a new video from you most of the time. How first of all, how do you keep up with everything, and how do you decide like what's worth making a video for versus what to ignore?
I think that's a great question. I really started to just like talk about things that I'm personally interested in because at the end of the day, if I'm doing it just to do it, then it's not going to come across as authentic to me. And I think that's kind of where I draw the line. I'm interested in so many different people, places, and things when it comes to pop culture. So it's like not hard for me to pick something out in like the daily news cycle that interests me. But I need to be able to talk about it in a way that one, like I genuinely relate to or have an opinion on. Because otherwise, if I'm just like regurgitating news, I don't think the videos come off genuine and like have that typical like authentic vibe I like to kind of keep within my content.
Yeah, no, I get it, and I mean, you do a great job, so keep doing whatever you're doing because I really enjoy your
Thank
videos.
you.
So, okay, now let's get into the Grammys. Of course, they're happening this Sunday, music's biggest night. Anything you're like super excited about? What are you most looking forward to?
I have been an Addison Rae stan for like the longest time, so I'm really excited to see her perform. I'm just really excited that she's nominated. And then I've been a little monster literally since I was like 10. So
Same
I
here, same
just have
here.
this like idea that it's going to be a huge night for Lady Gaga. So I'm fingers crossed that comes true.
I hope so. Of course, she was announced today as a performer, so I'm very excited about that. And I mean, in my perfect world, she'll take everything, but we'll see
Yeah,
what
mine
happens.
too.
Right. Yeah. No, then that's very exciting. So before we jump like into the specific categories, is there any nomination, maybe in the big categories or the main categories or the pop categories that really surprised you that you were like, wow, like I can't believe this got nominated, or anything, or maybe a snub that you were like, oh no, like this person should have gotten something.
I think one thing that surprised me in a positive way was Zara Larsson getting nominated for Best Pop Dance Recording. I thought that was amazing. Her and Pink Panthers being in that category. Fancy That and Midnight Sun were like two of my favorite projects from 2025. So I was really happy about those. Looking through Best New Artist, I was surprised about Cat's Eye only because I love Cat's Eye, but they don't have an album out. And I think when it comes to the Grammys, historically, that is something that is new for them. I do like that Cat's Eye's nominated. I just kind of wish that they waited to submit themselves until they had an album out just to see what that would look like because we know that's coming in the near future.
Right. And I think it would have helped them too. I mean, we'll see what happens, but since we're talking about best new artist, like it's a pretty strong category there. I love almost every single artist nominated this year. So of course we have Olivia Dean, Cat's Eye, The Marias, Addison Rae, Somber, Leon Thomas, Alex Warren, and Lola Young. I'm having a like super hard time just like just even thinking about predicting this. Okay, let's do this. Let's do who you think will get it and who you wish would get the award.
Okay. I want Addison to win so bad. I think when I talk about best new artists, like and think about that category, it's hard because I think Addison Rae has the strongest artistic statement out of everyone in that category, kind of by far. She has a very clear cut vision of what she's done. She executed it flawlessly, and she just has a star quality that I think deserves to be celebrated. However, I think because of commercial success and the popularity within the general public, I think that's why Olivia Dean is going to win. And I love Olivia Dean. I saw her live at Austin City Limits. She's amazing. But I think Olivia Dean will win, and I will be personally really upset if Alex Warren wins.
I mean, I get it. Like the general public loves him too, but yeah, it has. Yeah, I think hopefully it's Olivia if it's not Addison. So I kind of feel the same way you do. I also saw her at ACL, which is crazy. Maybe we were there at the same
Oh my
time.
God,
Who
yeah.
knows? Yeah. So yeah, I would be happy with Olivia or Addison Rae as well. Let me jump over to the pop categories really fast. So we have Best Pop Solo Performance. Justin Bieber, of course, he came back this year. Daisies is nominated. Sabrina Carpenter with Manchild. Lady Gaga with Disease. Chappell Roan with The Subway. And Lola Young with Messy. This one's also pretty tough. I'm guessing maybe Lola Young, maybe Gaga. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I think I could see Sabrina winning this category only
Mm,
because if she doesn't win pop solo performance, I think she's going to win best pop vocal album. I know Lola Young is kind of a long shot for best new artist, and Messy was a huge song.
yeah.
And I think Gaga is going to get awarded in some of the bigger categories, so I feel hesitant to say her here. I'm gonna say I think it's either Manchild or Messy.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, it could be the one where they're like, okay, we want to give Sabrina something. Here you
Yeah.
go. Right. Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Let's see. Let's do best pop vocal album. You just mentioned that maybe Sabrina Carpenter could get it with Man's Best Friend. We have Justin Bieber with Swag, Miley Cyrus, Something Beautiful, and then Gaga with Mayhem, and then Teddy Swims with I've Tried Everything But Therapy Part 2. Yeah, I mean, I would say it's between Gaga and Sabrina, unless they also want to give Justin something. I don't know. But so, like to me, like Bieber coming back was like really exciting for a lot of people, and it was like this. It felt like a big comeback, and the way he surprised everyone with his album release. But I didn't think it was a super strong album, especially for him. What are your
Mhm.
thoughts?
I agree with that. I was actually really shocked at the amount of Grammys he got nominated for with this project. I would be actually really shocked if he won anything. That's why I think I'm going to say I think Man's Best Friend is going to win this because I think that Mayhem is going to. I think Gaga's going to get awarded a lot, and this is kind of like a category that's a little bit further down.
Mhm.
And if they're going to send Sabrina home with something, I think it'll be Best Pop Vocal Album. But I have to say, I was actually really surprised that Miley Cyrus's Something Beautiful got nominated. I loved that album. I really liked it, and it just did not land commercially. So I was surprised that they nominated her here.
Yeah, I mean, it would be. I doubt she'll get it, but it would be. I
Yeah.
would be happy for her. It would be awesome for her. So, all right, let's jump on to some of the other big four categories. Of course, we already did Best New Artist. So, Song of the Year, we have Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. We have Anxiety by Doshi. Appetite by Rose and Bruno Mars. DTMF by Bad Bunny. Golden by.
I
And
think
let's
it's
get
Huntrix, but I'm not sure. I've never seen.
So one time I made a video on TikTok, and I think I said Huntrix, and I got canceled. But apologies to anyone that's listening or watching. Luther by Sessa and Kendrick Lamar, Manchild by Sabrina Carpenter, and then Wildflower by Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish, of course, is a Grammy darling. They love her. But Song of the Year, what do you think?
I want Abracadabra to win. I think Golden is going to win this.
Okay, yeah. Isn't Song of the Year more of like the songwriting, and then Record of the Year is the actual production and stuff?
I believe so, but I just think that Golden being nominated in this category, like in Song of the Year, not Record of the Year, I'm like, I think that that's kind of they're priming it to win. Not that I think it should win, but I would love Abracadabra to win. But there are a lot of strong contenders here. I mean, Apathy by Rose and Bruno Mars, and Rose is performing, so I think that I could see that winning, and then Luther by Kendrick and SZA, great song. Wildflower, I was shocked by, not because I mean it's just like it's a Billie song, and Billie's just kind of always in the conversation when it comes to the
Totally.
Grammys, but like I think it didn't need to be nominated here.
Yeah. No, especially like compared to the other ones that are nominated. They love Bruno Mars too, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Golden will get it though. I think
Okay.
I don't know. I can't choose this one. This one's hard too. But it was like interesting seeing who they nominated for Song of the Year this year. And then let's jump over to Record of the Year really fast. Of course, we have DTMF by Bad Bunny, Manchild by Sabrina Carpenter, Anxiety by Doshi, Wildflower again by Billie Eilish, Abracadabra by Lady Gaga, Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, The Subway by Chappell Roan, and Appetite by Rose and Bruno Mars. Almost the same exact list of
Yeah.
nominees except for Golden. Who gets Record of the Year? I hope Gaga, but I mean, I
I'm
hope
hoping
Gaga
Gaga
probably
as
too.
well, but I think Kendrick and SZA will win this.
Okay, okay, I can see that too. You don't think they'll give Chapel anything for the subway?
I don't think so. I was actually really surprised that she was nominated, but the Subway did have a major moment this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's presenting, she's there, but I think there's stronger record and song of the year contenders in the Subway.
Last but not least, of course, album of the year always gets the conversation going, especially after the fact. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. So of course we have Bad Bunny with Debí Tirar Más Fotos, Swag by Justin Bieber, Man's Best Friend Sabrina Carpenter, Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips, Mayhem by Lady Gaga, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, Mutt by Leon Thomas, and Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator. I think it's a very strong list of nominees for album of the year this year. Again, personally, Mayhem, but I think, and I just based on what everyone's been talking about, Kendrick and Bad Bunny are probably strong contenders for this one.
I agree. I think those are like the top three by far. And I think
Mhm.
that everyone's kind of like agreed on that. I just feel like Mayhem is the album of the year. I think when you think about that category, it's not just an artistic statement, but like a cultural statement. And to have Gaga have this like return to form in 2025 and do what she did with this project and then go tour it around the world and have people just fall in love with it over and over and over again, you can't deny that. And I don't know, I just think it's time for her to win record or album of the year.
Yeah, I think it would be like the cherry on top. Like she's had like crazy year. Coachella, Copacabana Beach, right in Brazil, the tour, like everything. So it would be awesome. I hope she wins, but we'll see. Hopefully she has a good night. And the fact that she's flying back from Japan and performing, that gives me hope that they'll give her something
Yeah.
exciting. So we'll see. All right. So thank you so much for talking Grammys. But before we go, if you don't mind, we can do a little rapid fire round. Just want to learn more about your music taste, even though, of course, people can follow you and see everything you like to talk about. And of course, you always tell us what you think. So I'm just going to give you 10 different pop stars. You tell me your favorite song from them or first song that comes to mind.
Okay.
You ready? All right, cool. The first one's going to be Ariana Grande.
Um, my favorite song of hers by all time is Every Time.
Okay.
Love
Tate
that.
McRae,
Tit for tat these days.
Charlie XCX,
Oh my God, that's so hard. I've been listening to Girls Night Out a lot, which is like kind of an older song in her discography, but recently I've been just streaming like all of Brat.
Are you going to go watch the movie?
Yes, I'm really excited for it.
Awesome. Addison Rae,
Fame as a Gun.
Sabrina Carpenter,
Nobody's Son.
Gaga. It's hard.
Ooh, recently I've been listening to Brown Eyes and Speechless a lot.
She recently performed them, or
I
Brown
know, and
Eyes,
that's
right?
what really like made me start streaming it again.
Yeah. Billie Eilish.
Um, what song of hers am I like living for? I really like Happier Than Ever just as a track. I just really enjoyed that. And then I've been listening to the guest remix actually.
Awesome. Taylor Swift.
Okay, what have I been? I've been streaming a lot of folklore these days. The One.
Perfect. Rihanna
Ooh, Consideration.
and Beyonce.
Um, Daddy Lessons because I've been doing a Lemonade re-listen as of late.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Holden. Do you want to plug anything? Where can people find you?
My username on all social media platforms is Holden Smith 962. I'm on YouTube. I do deep dives on like everything pop culture. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. And I'm also on the Tumblr social media accounts as well if you want to support there.
Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for talking to us about the Grammys. And hopefully Gaga wins.
Oh, I know. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thanks.